Picture this. You sign up to coach because you want extra practice time with your kid. And 2 weeks later, another parent points at the sideline and accuses you of favoritism. Your stomach drops. What do? Welcome to Danny's Den. Let's chat.
If that scenario makes you breathe a little faster, you're not alone. Today, I'm going to give you clear, usable steps, what leagues can and can't demand, how mandatory reporting actually works, what judges look for in custody fights, exact scripts to calm the field and your partner, and a short music trick to reset the mood after a tough practice.
Let's start with the basics. Most leagues and schools want volunteers to complete background checks, sign a code of conduct, and sometimes take safety training. That's not a personal accusation. It's risk management. A common background check will include a national sex offender registry screen and often a local criminal record check. Turnaround can be 48 hours to 2 weeks, depending on the organization. If a program asks you to fill out a waiver or get certified in concussion response, treat it like any other required paperwork. Do it promptly and keep proof. Save confirmation emails, take screenshots, and keep PDFs in a folder you can pull up if someone questions your status. Now, mandatory reporting. Coaches are often labeled mandatory reporters for suspected child abuse or neglect. That means if you see something that meets your state law's threshold, you're required to report it. If you're ever unsure, call your state's Child Protective Services non-emergency line. Better to ask than to guess.
Reporting in good faith is a safety duty. It's not the same as being accused of wrongdoing yourself. Keep that distinction clear in your head. If you do make a report, document what you saw and when. That record protects the child and it protects you if questions come later. And now the rumor mill question. Will coaching be used against you in custody disputes? Mostly no. Family courts care about stability, safety, and the child's best interest. Coaching by itself, even lots of coaching, rarely flips custody unless it's linked to neglect, abuse, or conduct that demonstrably harms the child.
What does move a judge? Concrete evidence, missed court orders, a pattern of keeping the other parent out of school or sports, harassment documented over time, or incidents that show a parent endangered the child. Judges don't respond to gossip. They respond to documented patterns.
So prevention is simple in principle. Document. Keep a short, neutral log. A simple template works great. Date, time, who was present, 1-sentence description of what happened, and any follow-up. Save screenshots of texts and emails. That little file can make a big difference if a dispute escalates.
Okay, let me say that again in action steps so it's easy to use. 1. Get your background check done and save the confirmation. Screenshot it, save the PDF. 2. Find and save the league's mandatory reporting policy and the contact for concerns. 3. Start that neutral log today. Date, practice, what happened, who you told. Do those 3 things and you'll have a defensive posture without paranoia.
Now let's talk about relationships, because coaching eats hours. Practices, games, team messages, uniforms, it piles up. That can leave your co-parent feeling invisible or resentful, and it can squeeze date nights. So we need scripts that are specific and easy to say.
Try this with your co-parent. I want us both at games. How about we each lead 2 games this season so we both get that time with the team? It's concrete, negotiable, and it fixes I feel left out with a real swap. If another parent calls favoritism from the sideline, use this. I appreciate you pointing that out. Tell me privately after practice and I'll address it. That moves the complaint out of public performance and into private problem solving, where it belongs. When an administrator asks you to step back or follow a process, say, point me to the process and I'll complete the steps. Paperwork, training, whatever's needed. Cooperation reduces suspicion faster than an argument ever will.
Small rituals help your partner feel prioritized. I learned this from a friend who coached youth baseball and refused to skip his family pregame routine. Game day was family first, even if it meant missing one extra scrimmage. His kids saw boundaries and his partner felt seen. It's about choosing a few non-negotiables. You can pick a ritual.
Saturday pancakes before a morning game, a halftime text with a photo, or a 10-minute post-game debrief where the phone stays in the bag. Those small anchors diffuse tension and model priorities for kids.
And when the practice leaves everyone a little raw, here's a 2-minute music ritual I actually use. Put on one upbeat hip-hop or R&B track from the late 90s or early 2000s, something you both know. Turn it up for the first minute and take one deep breath every chorus. For the final minute, ask your kid one specific question. What was one good thing that happened today? It's quick, it reconnects, and it changes the tone fast. Before we wrap, one practical checklist you can act on this week. Legal steps first. Complete and save background check confirmations. Locate the league's reporting policy and contact. Start a neutral log and save screenshots of key messages. Those 3 moves take less than 20 minutes and buy you serious protection.
3 scripts to memorize. To your co-parent, I want us both at games. How about we each lead 2 games this season? To a concerned parent, tell me privately after practice and I'll address it. To an admin, point me to the process and I'll complete the steps. Say them once out loud so they sound natural when you need them.
3 scheduling moves. Block a non-negotiable family ritual on game days. Swap duties with another parent to protect a date night. And agree beforehand with your co-parent on blackout dates when parenting time won't be interrupted. Planning takes the drama out of last-minute conflicts.
A quick legal clarity. This episode is general information, not legal advice. If you're facing safety concerns, threats, or an active court dispute, pause, use the checklist, and consult a local family lawyer who knows your jurisdiction. If you want the show notes and that printable checklist, subscribe to Danny's Den. You'll find the links in the episode notes. And if you have a coaching story, a script that worked, or a song you used to reset, drop me a message. I read them all. Thanks for spending this time with me. Let's chat.
Thanks for listening to Danny's Den. See you next week.